Welcome to Obidati Family TV. The program na Hope Alive. Yes, hope day. And plenty things don dey happen. Today will be the 1st of October. Na Independent Day anniversary. Everybody they watch for, and people they do celebration. Be other things where they follow am. But the celebration wey be say we dey do today no be the one of that particular independent wey dem do announcement this morning. Na the gift wey comot from United States of America, the gift wey Judge Nancy Maldonado give to well-meaning Nigerians. Na that one be the anniversary gift wey we get today. Na real massive gift na she give Nigerians and obedience worldwide, and articulated as in they call themselves. Now today we get something where we say we need to they happy about. Now God go bless this woman where we say she talk say today make our mind the totori, make we dey happy say things good things go still come out for this world. She dey tell us say hope day. Yes, plenty of this thing and other things wey be say e dey comot from that side. Now we go discuss today, and I wan bring to our attention things wey be say dey comot from another place. The things wey I don talk before wey dey come to pass. Some people they talk say whether I be prophet, but anyhow I go bring and come. And today I get Maxwell where they join me for Zoom, but for studio now only me day. So wherever they join me from, on a good morning, afternoon and evening, welcome to Hope Alive. Yes, Hope Day. So yesterday I tell una say all that noise wey be say e dey happen everywhere. Dem talk say this judge she go delay her judgment for another 2 weeks. Dem go talk this one. I talk am yesterday say she talk say she understand the need, urgent need of this very matter, the disposition of this matter. I talk am say she talk say she know, and say make we dey expect. Kia, we don't hear the result. Now win, not be only win for Atiku Abubakar, now win for all well-meaning Nigerians. We don't defeat Tinubu in far away United States of America, where justice they come out, they show in face, where people feel talk truth where come out for them. That yesterday again, I bring to our attention say, this judge they complain say he get some people where be say they bombard the court. He get people where they send uncounted emails and come talk say na obedience. But he get something when I talk yesterday and some people no understand for comment section. Then talk say make I explain them. Now I go explain them. The person where she they talk for that very place say she no go listen to. Now that classmate of Tinubu, where in name be Olajide Adeniji. Yes, that Olajide Adeniji, in go the court, go the post affidavit on behalf of Bola Tinubu. Come talk say him be classmate, him be this one, him be that one. But when I see what in the judge write yesterday, for in order, he no mention am at all. Because that yesterday, when him bring that document come out, that docket where he enter, he talk say he no go consider any third party application. He no go consider any ex parte application or submission to the court. That man go the court. Even I check the affidavit where the man do. That affidavit where the man do, input and now from even the title there for the top now for the United States District Court for the Northern District of Illinois Eastern Division. Now so you put the whole thing, can't even put in reapplication for Atiku Abubakar and then put Chicago State University there. Now you come begin the door and if I see him say I Olajide Adeniji, after having been first duly sworn upon oath, do hereby state that I'm over this and this, that I attended Chicago State University Illinois from 1979 to 79. Make I not go through all this one because this one don't pass. But I won't bring to attention to know say this woman talk about this thing and she put am for her docket. Say him no go attend to am. Nobody dey report am. E dey for there. She talk say she no go entertain any third party and no be only am. Different other people they send application on behalf of Tinubu. They go beg. Different people they put submissions before that court. They put different things. When she don't see all these things, she talk say she no go talk am. And when you go to her 33-page document for where she itemized her order, you no go see any pin of Adeniji, Abi Olatunji, Abi all those people. She discountenanced all those people, put on one side. She went straight to the point and told Nigerians what they needed to hear. Say, some people again, they come out for Nigeria here. Then they talk, say, for national TV, people where they call themselves SAN. Then go come out for national TV. Senior advocate of Nigeria go they tell us about privacy law for US. I even talk about Ruben Abati. What be saying come out for their rights. Begin they talk some one kind. I just fashion, but I tell them I say that's when they talk now rubbish. Now at the end of the day, the judge don't talk his own. That privacy right where Tinubu they talk. Say the need of Nigerians overwhelm that his privacy. Say he overwhelm. And again, he won Tinubu not to appeal. Make I tell you another thing where they're interesting. If a judge for United States tell you, say, do not come back to my courtroom. If you come there in jail, he go send you. Now one subtle warning. Now he warn am. Subtle warning. Say, make you not come back say na appeal. You call am because I no go give you appeal. One. He can't tell and say, if you won't do the appeal when I know say you won't run, go do. Make you begin to go to where then they call 7th Circuit Court of Appeal. 7th Circuit. Begin go there because even if you ask me for leave to begin go there, I not going to even give you leave. You see, this one na direct embarrassment to person who call himself president. And I go tell you one other thing. We dey talk about embarrassment and all the other things, but make una know say when you dey read this 33-page document, you go see say you know they call Tinubu either petitioner, you know they call am or in lawyer's deposition, or in they call am directly Bola Tinubu Ahmed, because na him dey for court, na him be the intervenor. So as we dey talk, no be make we forget about the lawyers. So be saying that then they represent am for court, but na him be the person where dey the court. Anyway, you get another one wey come out today again. Whether na Anonuga, I been waiting, then they call that one where they around the mouth. Another son don't come out again. Today as we dey talk, Anonuga tweet am. He talk say the thing where we dey get from that very United States, say they no go use them for Nigeria here. Now who born him mama? I been who born him papa? We tell and say we no go fit use them here. Make una see as he there for screen. His name na Bayo Ananuga. Now the person wey tweet waiting that senior advocate talk. I go read and make una hear. He said Chicago court ruling. Atiku and the headless mob celebrate over nothing. Tinubu lawyers. Yes, we be headless mob. We dey celebrate over nothing, but na him wey be wetin dem dey call am Bola Ahmed. Na him be the person wey dey go dey fight for that very place. Him get head fine. Him dey celebrate the time wey be say dem talk say make the case pending. Dem go to all the national TV. TVC dey carry am every day. Now e don reach our own wey be say ruling come for all Nigerians to celebrate. E talk say na headless mobs na in Nigerian be. But anyway, make we continue. He said, Tinubu's personal lawyer, senior advocate of Nigeria, Babatunde Ogala. I never know who that man be. I go research him, make I open in Nyash. He said, whatever document Atiku gets from Chicago State University is no longer useful. In quotes, The headless mob is masturbating over nothing. The documents can no longer be used. It is of no value. We have passed that stage. Ogala broke down the request of article to CSU, some of which Ogala brought down the request of article to CSU, some of which the school already have gave to the Presidential Election Petition Court before its 6 September judgment, in which it dismissed article and P2B's petition. One is whether President Tinubu attended Chicago State University. You dey hear this man talk say we dey masturbate over nothing. Na him be the person wey be saying that masturbate for him house as we dey talk today. Him dey masturbate and no be the head in dey masturbate. Na below him anus na him dey masturbate. But anyway, make I no just join issues with this very Babatunde Ogala. But I just wan bring on some people wey dey call themselves senior advocate. They no be senior advocate at all. They no dey understand the issue. But even if they get any plans for Supreme Court, I know say I get our own UC Maxwell wey dey for Zoom wey go tell us whether even the Supreme Court, whether they don't even start or whether they even don't set up the 7-man panel wey go handle the matter, because me I never hear anything for that very side. But in the follow court matter, in the go court himself, so make we for hear whether wetin this man dey talk say e no dey useful again, and whether court don even start to dey see it, and whether as the judge don order from US say dem give till tomorrow, say that he must come out, and say by next tomorrow say that he must reach Atiku hand, and by reaching Atiku hand e mean say e don reach Nigerians hand. So Maxwell, abeg I dey welcome you to the show. I sure say you dey for Zoom as you dey join us. Make you for tell us whether this Babatunde Ogala wey call himself son say wait the document wey we dey expect say e no dey useful again, sake of say him don go meet with the Supreme Court people. Dem don tidy all the matter. I just dey Zoom say him don tidy all the matter, say e no go dey useful again. Na so him take talk. So make you tell me how you take feel, especially as today I talk say na anniversary for well-meaning Nigerians because of the gift wey that woman give Nigerians as a whole, that is the well-meaning ones. How you take see am?
Okay, thank you very much. You see, you know, say sometimes I dey laugh when I see things like this for public. I no see the news where you dey talk about, or the information where you dey talk about one Mr. Babatunde Ogala wey be seen a senior advocate in B for Nigeria. But you know, say in don't come out, come talk him own. I wonder why he be saying now in decide to come talk. I don't know what in fee say in the fear we make come out now, come they talk all of this one. Because you know, say, and as you see and there say in the Tinubu personal lawyer, and Nabayo Nanuga na in they talk this one. We for like made the Babatunde Ogala can't tell us by himself. Because Babatunde Ogala na one of the lawyers who represent Tinubu for courts when the case been deep for tribunal. So he appear for court as, you know, one of Tinubu lawyer. But that one na in own views about the process of the case. Remember I say we never know whether the tribunal don't inaugurate or whether they don't appoint the justices of the Supreme Court. We go sit down here this matter. And if they never appoint them, it is not even possible to make an application before the court. Because, and even if you make the application, there is nobody that would be available. The tribunal is not yet set, or the Supreme Court is not yet set in its capacity to, you know, hear such application and either grant it. The reason why they talk about what do they call them? About setting up the people who go sit down, the justices who go sit down for this case, then whether they figure grant application be say, for you today able to bring fresh evidence on appeal for court for Nigeria. You know, say I don't talk this thing before for this particular place. And he gets certain conditions where person will need to meet before, you know, he go fit bring fresh evidence when the person they go on appeal. And for you to even proceed to meet those particular what they call them elements, or those particular grounds or conditions where you need to fulfill before you go bring those. Make I first of all tell you one of the things where you need to meet. Number one be say that evidence where they try to bring, whether it is possible say you feel you it possible for you to don't obtain them during the time of trial. And say for this one, these documents no they available at the time of trial, so they don't already meet up with this one in my own view. And then such fresh evidence, whether it go get relevance for the case, if they admit them, what will be the importance, what will be the crucial effect of that evidence when they admit them. Another one way be say they still, one of the conditions where they still need to meet be say whether that that evidence, whether it dey capable for the court to really believe am say it go affect the case. So now the things be this, and even as I been dey talk also before you go come go ahead to even dey meet up all these conditions, you go first of all seek the leave of court. So you go seek the leave of court, say court I want adduce fresh evidence for this appeal, and for me to adduce this fresh evidence, I don't meet so and so grounds. So for the views of this particular lawyer, we go know whether it be possible. But I know say as time don't they go like this, say the deadline where they supposed do all these their filings and submit all these their documents, don't they reach by virtue of order 4 rule 2 of the court rules. It states say the court shall have power to receive further evidence on questions of fact, either by oral examination in court, by affidavit, or by disposition taken before an examiner or commissioner as the court may direct. So now the rules be this, say truly the court will collect fresh evidence. But as to the timing, now that time we go know, because they're supposed to move a motion, write a motion. I know they part of the lawyers team. I don't know whether they don't write that application to request for the adducing of fresh evidence for the court. So now that one, if you talk about waiting this Babatunde Ogala or Bayo Ananuga, they talk. Then going into the proper details of this particular judgment. Now, if you look this case since when we don't follow, and we go see say we don't follow up many issues concerning this case, how the fake case first take come out, and the stage where you don't reach. But it sweet me for body say as of today, say they don't give us this kind of gift. Where be say they don't give us this judgment, say make them release, make Chicago State University release this record. Say na Atiku Abubakar be institute this action, and the action where he institutes, it dey based on 4 major areas where it be say the court, or 4 major factors where it be say the court can't decide whether he need to grant them or whether he no need to grant them. And the first major factor, they say they rule them in favor of granting that. In fact, 3 of the major factors, they rule them say he in favor of granting this particular application for Chicago State University to release them. Then the 4th factor, the court can say this particular 4th factor, say he dey neutral. Say as it be now, they no feel really compel Chicago State University to talk about. You remember that man where they call something name be name. I don't forget that name.
Yeah,
we be say Jama we be say na been provide one, na been certify one document at one time like that within 2022 to 2023 where they submit the document for court. So the court say as it be now, say that particular case they neutral, say they no feel really compel Chicago State University to really provide details about that one. But again, one thing will be very important where this court talk will sweet me for body. Now Atiku they ask for depositions. These depositions be say the court Atiku go ask the Chicago State University some questions, and they go answer those questions under oath. They go take oath, the oath of truth, to tell say they go talk everything wey relate to the truth for the matter, and then they go answer those questions. Now in the depositions, and the court still say the rule say the Chicago State University must answer all those 5 issues wey border on those depositions. say they must answer them. So all those questions for these 5 areas where Atiku they ask them, say they must provide all the details where concern those particular questioning and the depositions. So this one are good development, and so many other things where the courts talk. The judgment, the ruling where the courts give, they compared for about 33 pages of that document, and they find out say Atiku arguments get merit. Another question where we need to ask be say whether Tinubu fit appeal this case or he no fit appeal am, or wetin be the effect say if Tinubu go ahead to decide say he won't appeal the case. Now the court talk the court talk when they give his own ruling, say Mr. They don't agree with Atiku Abubakar position to take grant this thing, and say since in case they pen for Supreme Court, say they don't give order say by Monday make them release all the documents, then by Tuesday say make them don't do all those depositions where they need to do. And even upon that, say even though they feel say Tinubu fit decide to appeal the matter, say that in appeal no go even stop Chicago State University from following that their judgment to release those documents and everything on Monday and on Tuesday. So what this one mean be say, say this particular case will come before this judge, no be really the appeal of Tinubu of Atiku case. Atiku no carry Tinubu go court. Atiku carry Chicago State University go court. But Tinubu can come in as wetin they call intervener, person wey intervene for matter, like third party for matter. So as he say they don't give that ruling before, now in can go another court, can go tell the court say make the court no allow them grant this ruling. So no be really say he appeal the case. So he no question the major details of the case and the rest. The court can find that say, okay, you say me will no grant that thing where the other courts don't talk, but give us correct reasons why we no go grant them. Argue favorable reasons. You tell us say your life go dey damage. Say this one go happen to your reputation. This one go happen if they grant them. But expound. Tell us anything will go happen if they grant them. Make us believe say na true with all these things where they talk. Now the court can't go ahead to give that ruling. Say so even if you want appeal, you continue the appeal, but until that your appeal court deliver in judgment, they go continue to they act upon this my judgment what don't deliver. Now waiting the court rule be that for this their for this their document. And the thing sweet me well because this matter don't they take too long. I they tell you this matter don't they take too long. And it be important say Atiku suppose get the documents, take use them for in case where we say we still need to know the possibilities. I don't know whether him don't already file motion or an application before the court for leave to adduce fresh facts and fresh evidence into the matter. But what I don't tell you be say our laws allow say make them adduce fresh evidence, and say the timeline don't they pass by now. The petitioners suppose or the appellants supposed to don't they compile all their final written addresses. But say na election petition tribunal be this, and e get wetin we always talk say they sui generis, na different proceedings of the way be say the court fit formulate rules we go guide these particular things. Even though na appeal e dey now, no be tribunal level e dey, but I believe say in the interest of justice, the court fit still make sure say all these things they accepted during proceedings.
Thank you, Maxwell. As you take talk and myself, you give me second celebration aside from the one of Judge Maldonado. So, but he gets something else. So we say, I want to know, maybe I mean they think I'm so, because other people they intervene for that Bola Tinubu's matter for US. That's in Classmate where then they celebrate everywhere. TVC will be on television, carry them, everybody they carry them, say, another person don't drop Affidavit, say, for the same court. Sake of say, all these things where then they do now, make the judge for look and say, maybe waiting then they talk not true. Say, waiting they come out from Atiku Abubakar's people saying a lie. But unfortunately, yesterday, I see how the judge talks say he no go deal with any third party or ex parte application. So I don't know whether I did wrong to consider that affidavit where that man do for the top. I see the court name for there. So I can't deem am say na ex parte application when can apply or submission to the court. So before even the judge make the ruling, in talk say he no go consider any third party or ex parte application. Now so me I think, but what do you think for the legal angle?
Okay, if you see, even before this ruling come out, the court been don release one document where they talk say they go give this ruling. And for that document, now there they talk about third party, ex parte, and all of those things. And they been talk for that document say they don't really receive plenty emails and messages regarding this case. Say they don't receive plenty. The question now be say, where these emails they come from? Are they coming from Atiku's camp? Are they coming from Peter Obi's camp? Are they coming from Tinubu's camp? For where did they come from? Are these people telling the court not to consider it? Are the people telling the court to consider it? Are they telling the court that they want to come to the court and testify in favor of Atiku, or they want to come and testify in favor of Tinubu? Now these things now we don't know. But the court was very intelligent, and I want to make our court they learn lessons from this type of thing. When you see say they bring in technicality to take derail the track of justice for a particular case, it is very important say the court go dey careful to accept third party evidence. Because when I dey talk for this platform the other time, I tell you say, if you read that affidavit where that person submit, the person no even tell the court reasons why the court no go even grant that submission or the ruling to take allow them get those documents. The only thing when they talk for there be say, in they tell us how in take go Chicago State University with the man and this one and that one. But those are not the real issues. The real issues are these documents, how do they affect the proceedings in Nigeria? These documents, will they make a discovery that is important for Atiku's case in Nigeria? Because when Atiku being approach the court, he tell them say, one of the reasons why they do this thing, they say, this thing will make very, very serious, it will make damning revelations will go affect my case for Nigeria. But that affidavit no show anything in that relation. So I just see say, so many third parties, so many people just they try to see say they come in between the matter to see say these documents no come out to the public. But the court was very intelligent to know that, the court, in the wisdom of the court, that, these things are very necessary. It get for that place where, for that document where the court talks something way sweet my body. The court will say, at this point in time, say that thing where Atiku they talk about in personal life and the rest. Say the benefits of this Atiku application, say it outweigh that Tinubu private life when they talk about. Say the reason for this discovery is greater than those reasons where Tinubu they bring out, say make them no release them or say na in personal life. So the court was diligent enough to consider all these things, to know say anybody we don't bring himself to become public servant or we don't bring himself for public office, he need to be transparent enough. Yes, now your private records. But I tell now for this simply say, once you don't bring out those private records, tender them to public authority. That your private record, no be private record again. The one where they talk about, where they relate, say when they talk this thing, they go carry us, they go Obama, they go Donald Trump, say they been ask Obama to bring in his studies and the rest say he no agree and this one, that one. But the question be say, Obama been drop those things for INEC or for their own electoral commission. Now the question be that, or Obama been claim saying he go and he no go. Not be the thing with that. But for here, Tinubu don't bring those documents, tender them to INEC, where the public organization. So those documents don't come out from being private documents to public documents because you don't come out them, tender them. And the court was very, very intelligent to, rule in this regard.
Okay, thank you very much, Maxwell. Another thing we be say I won't bring your attention. It be like say when I dey read, because me I dey study all these case laws well. It be like say any judgment wey be say you get for outside Nigeria, you need to first register am first for Nigeria here before you go carry and give Supreme Court or any court where you won't give them. So I don't know whether they correct by waiting I read. So if they get this order from US, they need to come back here, register them, then before they go carry and go give the court where they want submit them to.
Okay, the thing where they be say, there is a law that allows you to register international judgments or judgment given in international courts before it becomes applicable. But that one no apply for this particular case. If these judgments come, the judgments no need to come Nigeria here. The judgment now to tell Chicago State University, make them do waiting, make them release the document. So not be the judgment in article they carry go court. Now the document which Chicago State will release because of the judgment, 9 article they carry go court. So anybody where they bring up this argument, they don't just know the position of the rules we govern these things. Now if you want rip from judgment for Nigeria, now you go carry the judgment, come here, register them. But article no one rip from that judgment from Nigeria. He won't rip from that judgment for America. Because Chicago State University dey for America, for Chicago. So as far as in a Chicago court give that judgment, he no need to register them for Chicago again. Chicago State University go just act upon the judgment, provide the documents, give article. Then article go come carry the documents, come back here. No be the judgment in the carry, then go carry and go court. So there is no even need for us to even start talking about the possibility or the need to register a judgment. Article is not bringing that judgment back home to be registered or to be used. The judgment will be used abroad, but the benefit of the judgment will be brought back, will be the documents.
Okay, thank you very much. I think you don't even clear my waiting they touch me why they think. The other thing where we say they touch me, you don't even touch them. That is their own appeal for 7 circuits, where the judge they then say they fit go appeal for 7 circuits. But the way where you take talk then the judge tell them say whether they want appeal or not, say make the deposition and everything they go on. So it's more like if they want to stay, say that very stay of execution fit no work. Now so I take understand them sure. But before we come out from here, I want to make I reiterate to our people wherever on a day say hope day. Yes.
Drop this whole issue. It gets something where also they worry me about this judgment. The fact where we say Tinubu go that court, go they argue say Supreme Court no go accept the document, and say in con they argue like say Supreme Court no go give article ruling when they deliver judgment. It is very troubling to our minds, owing to the fact say so many revelations don't they for public, so many beliefs, so many doubts don't they for people mind about the integrity of our court for Nigeria. Wetin go make Tinubu go America, go the third court say court no go accept document when they never even tender the document first to know whether court go accept them. You see, they tell them say court no go give them judgment when the court never deliver the judgment to know whether the court go give them or not. And the justice, you see that justice is very intelligent. We get woman for our own court for tribunal here, we give us judgments where we no understand. But we get woman for another place where they give us judgments where we understand. This woman tell and say, we no even need to know. It no dey important to know whether Supreme Court go accept them or whether Supreme Court no go deliver judgment in favor. The question be say, how does it affect his petition or his appeal at the Supreme Court? What are the revelations that the document will bring to the light? And are the things where they very important be this, because you know they always tell you this in justice, chupu the fool puta, don't talk and say, of course, so now court of law we get for Nigeria, but God forbid the day we be say our court of law will cease to be courts of justice. But the things we don't they see be say our courts no be court of justice again, they become court of technicalities. I wish say they feel learn, see the way they take rush this case because they know say something there at hand. Remember when would they cry, say make they see how they go rush this case before swearing in and all of that. Any government, any judiciary that is serious about the business of administration of justice, we implement measures to see that justice is properly administered. And now what we don't see for this court. So I really loud that judge with wetin she do, and I hope say the ones wey dey for Nigeria here will take a cue and learn from it.
Yes, Maxwell, thank you very much. The thing where you talk now, that one even dey troubling. It trouble, and I sure say it dey trouble many obedience and well-meaning Nigerians. But as soon as they join us everywhere across the world, make una comment for inside whether that comment where Tinubu make for court say our own Supreme Court no go consider that evidence wey dey come out and say they no go collect am. The way they take talk am, where the thing they chook us for liver, now like saying they sure say in don already, like say they don dey compromise, like say they don't even finish their talk. But I dey always talk say hope dey, and that hope why they talk be say make every Nigerian know the truth. They say if you know the truth shall set you free. Court they deal with facts. Truth na another faction. Make we even know the truth of waiting there for that very side. Then make the no take am. Make we come check whether the power still belongs to the people. Talking about power where they belong to people, una don hear wetin dem talk today, where they talk about independence and how much money dem talk say they wan add for people salary. How many things dem don talk for this Nigeria wey be say na true e be? Wetin don comot from their mouth from that presidency wey become truth. But make we look am from the perspective of this very strike wey dem wan do. I don dey see letters wey be say e dey fly everywhere. That letter dey comot from Ratawo, from TUC, from all dem dey talk about strike. Today, Bola Tinubu comot talk say him don get consultation with labor people and this one and that one. So I don't know whether then they use all these letters so then they do to scam Nigerians, make them forgo deal with the presidency, settle their issue for that very side. Because it be like say anytime when they talk about indefinite strike and all that, it be like saying a cash out time for them. Just like judiciary they do for all these election tribunals where they are across Nigeria. So I don't know whether TUC and Labour Congress, whether na cash out type it be for them. All this one, notice of indefinite nationwide strike, request for compliance, mobilization. It dey for all of them, plenty later they circulate everywhere. But wetin I want no, but anyway, Maxwell, be like say you go help me. I been want relieve you, but you go help me chook mouth for this matter because me I want tell our people say if this very strike no be to take back Nigeria where they don't take from us, if this strike no be about Nigerians, maybe we should not go with this strike with them. Now wetin me I dey think, wetin you think?
You know, say the wetin dey happen, wetin we dey see for Nigeria be say government dey always dey do wetin favor them, and when they wan do that thing wey favor them, they do it by hook or by crook, by manipulation or by legitimate means, anyhow wey e be. You remember say now during the time of was it during the time of Obasanjo or so? You know, say this NLC and TUC na the same body them be before. One body, one labor this thing. Before you know, in order for ways to manipulate them when they go on strike, now they can't divide them so that they no go get power. Now they bring out TUC, carry NLC. So they can't get two different bodies. So now, sometimes when NLC say they won't go on strike, TUC will say we know they go. Maybe money don't touch hand. Or when TUC say they won't go, NLC will say they know they join. These are the issues. And that is why it is difficult for the ordinary Nigerian to trust some of these things when it happens. What is the timing for this particular strike that they want to go on? Now the same thing happen when judgment they won't come for what they call them for the election petition tribunal. What's happen? NLC wake up, talk say they won't go on strike. They do all those things, take casual loss. Since then, you hear anything from them? You hear say government talk to them? You hear say they talk to government? Absolutely nothing. Now they do that same rigmarole, don't they?
Maxwell, I be like say I know hear you. I don't know whether network don't throw away you.
Can
Be
you
still
hear
dey
me?
hear me? Okay, I can hear you now.
Sorry, network throw me come up for the conversation.
Okay. Go ahead.
Me for studio.
Yeah, I still
Hello.
get the way to hear you. Whether your network don't dey stable, I don't know.
E be like say my network dey misbehave. Sorry about that. But wetin dey happen be say these people don't give Nigerians reasons not to even trust the reasons to be not even trust them anytime wey they call for strike for Nigeria, because they don't dey make us believe say these things dey more political than in the interest.
Maxwell, be like say your network no dey very distant. Before Maxwell come back, make we for listening to wetin our own comrade Aisha has to say about all of this we say happening, especially as today be 63rd independent anniversary. She get some advice where you get for well-meaning Nigerians and especially obedience. Let's take a listen to her while we wait for Maxwell to perfect his this thing.
Happy Independence Day. 63 years ago, our forefathers were jubilating about the independence that they had gotten, the independence of Nigeria. It is time for us to fight for our own independence, the independence of Nigerians. For 63 years, the Nigerian country as it is has been independent, but the Nigerian people have not been independent. And we must get to that place where the Nigerian people find their independence. Let me tell you something. This independence that we celebrate today, it wasn't an easy task. And for the people who fought for the independence of Nigeria, when they were fighting for the independence of Nigeria, they thought it would never come. Some even said to them, why are you fighting for the independence of Nigeria? Why don't you give up? Why don't you just move on? All sorts of things. But remember what they did. They stayed on, those who fought. And not everybody fought. But a critical number fought and they got their independence. We too must fight and get the independence of Nigeria. We will not sit and allow charlatans to be the ones to dictate to us how our country is run. And if I must tell you something, it's to say this to you. Good must be more tenacious than evil. What we've had all this while is that we've allowed evil to be more tenacious. Good people say, oh no, I'm giving up, I'm going away, I'm moving away. But the people who continue to give us evil, they never give up. They stay on, keep on dishing those evil. And over the generations, different generations have fought to get the independence of Nigerians. And when they almost get in it, they just give up and they move on. And it comes all over again. You know, sometimes you see this generation, they will say, oh, the generation before, they did nothing. If they had done something, we wouldn't be here. But guess what? The generation before, they also fought, but they gave up. They didn't continue. They didn't stay on until they got that independence for Nigerians. And so when they gave up, the evil ones, what do? They become more powerful and they, put people down more and continue. So this generation must break that curse or whatever it is. This generation must ensure that they don't give up. They must stay on this fight until there's the independence of Nigeria and independence of Nigerians. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. And I must tell you something. The current evil, corrupt political class that we have today, they have never been as afraid as they are today. Forget the fact that they put a game face on. Forget the fact that they're trying to make you know that, oh no. something shifted in Nigeria between 2020 to date. And citizens that have hitherto not bothered about the country are standing up and are fighting back to get that independence of Nigerians. And so what must happen is that you don't give up. You don't say, oh, because this has happened. No, this has happened, you add more. For those who do not wish Nigeria well, as long as they continue to operate, those who wish Nigeria well must do more, must continue to operate and do more. And that's how you get that Nigeria that we all have been yearning for. History is very slow when you're living it. It's almost impossible. It's almost as if it's not going to happen. But when it happens, it's just because one momentous period in history. But when you're living it, it can be so slow. And a lot of things look so impossible. All you need to remove is the I am. And then it becomes possible. We have a country that can be the greatest country on earth. We have people that have the audacity, that have the talent, that have the intelligence, that have the creativity, that have what it takes to be amongst the top countries of the world. Nigerians all over the world are excelling. They do so well. I mean, hey, Niger people, we know they carry last. Except when we come to our country, then we begin to carry last. No. We must break that shackle of poor leadership that has held us down. We must break it. We are breaking it. We're on it. Giving up must never be an option. Giving up must never be the way out. Good, remember, good must be more tenacious than evil. And so, for the next generation not to look at your generation and look at this generation and say, oh, they didn't do anything. You must stay on. You must stay to the end till the efforts yield the result that is expected. Remember this independence that we all are celebrating on 1st October? Some people once upon a time didn't believe it would ever happen, and there were some people who actually fought against it, who did everything to ensure that it didn't come to fruition. But it did, and so also with that freedom of Nigeria, where Nigerians will be the ones, the Nigerian people will be the ones that will determine how their country is run and by whom it is run. Remember, giving up can never and will never be an option. Nigeria will not kill me. Nigeria must work in our lifetime. Thank you and happy independence, and looking forward to that full independence of every Nigerian citizen. Thank you. Happy celebration and bye.
Much, Comrade Aisha, for telling us that there is hope. Yes, there is hope. Thank you again for telling us that no going back. And we believe in all of those things. Well, my people, as time don't they give us signal, we say make I begin to carry my car come off for studio. But before I do that one, I want tell on one thing and give on all the highlights will be say day here. One be say, if you want Nigeria to be better, if you want a better Nigeria, that very Nigeria that P2B is insisting is possible, make sure that people the hopes are alive. Whoever is close to you, tell them, say hope day. Keep giving them that hope. We will not give up on Nigeria. We don't have another country. With that one, make you for share and like the video. If not the contribution where you feel to make another person, yes, that classmate of Tinubu, court no even mention him. That very affidavit where he do, court throw away that affidavit, kia. He no listen to them. Other applications where the madden go through the back door, go they push, go give the judge. Where then go, then they talk say na obedience do. Now then go do am. But you know still work for them. Tell your neighbor say hope day. Yes. Now all that one will they carry come, and tomorrow we will come back to know what thing they happen for that side. We go bring the things where we say they don't do already, and the depositions where they won't do next tomorrow. Will they wait for that one? Make una know say hope day. I no see any anniversary to celebrate today. If not this massive gift where this Nancy Maldonado give us. Twale to her. So I beg, if you dey watch us now and you know say you dey interested for this new Nigeria where we dey talk, you believe say Nigeria go still better just like our forefathers believed before the independence, as our own comrade Aisha talk. Make you for like and share this video. Make other people know. All the propaganda wey dem dey carry for Naija say Supreme Court no go hear, Supreme Court no go listen, Supreme Court, all that one we dey here with them. And we dey watch them. And we are ready to take back our country. So if you dey ready to take back the country with us, please do that. Like and share this video so that other people go know. So I go say on a good morning again, afternoon, and good night. As I want sign off, may God bless all of you wherever on a day. On a bye for now.